Good morning. This is All India Radio, Kohima. The morning news read by Jonas Yantan. Lok Sabha was adjourned sine die after passing the Major Port Authorities Bill 2020 yesterday. Speaker Om Birla announced the culmination of the fourth session of the 17th Lok Sabha. He thanked every member of the House for following the COVID-19 related protocol in letter and spirit. Birla highlighted that the productivity of the Lok Sabha in the 10-day session has been recorded to be the highest till date at 167%. The session was scheduled to go on till 1st October, but it was curtailed due to COVID concerns. Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu said that he was duty-bound to uphold the dignity of the rules, standards and values of the upper house, although the suspension of members was not a pleasant thing to do. He pointed out that rules of the House do provide for such suspension when it becomes inevitable. In his concluding remarks before Rajya Sabha was adjourned sine die yesterday, 8 days ahead of the schedule, Naidu said, while it was the right of the opposition to protest, but the question is on how it should be done. Pointing out that the floor of the August House was most effective platform for contestation of ideas, he said that if boycott is done for a longer period, it amounts to leaving the very platform that enables members to effectively convey their ideas besides contesting those of others. Giving a brief account of the session, he said, during the 10 sittings, a total of 25 bills were passed and 6 bills introduced. Naidu said the productivity of the House during this session has been 100.47%. Observing that the 252nd session of the Rajya Sabha was marked by several novel features induced by the outbreak of novel coronavirus, he said the House functioned from 6 different locations, including the chambers of both the Houses of Parliament and 4 galleries of the House, which is the first of its kind in the history of Rajya Sabha. Nagaland Rural Development Minister Mitsubu Jamir has tested positive for COVID-19. Jamir said in a tweet that he took test for COVID-19 after returning from Delhi and the result came out positive. The minister said confirmation of a second test is awaited. Jamir asked anyone who has had contact with him to take precautions and self-isolate. India's testing capacity for COVID-19 has surged to more than 12 lakh daily tests. Health Ministry said higher than 6.6 crore total tests have been conducted across the country. 14 states and UTs have demonstrated better COVID response with higher tests per million and commensurate lower positivity rate than the national average. The national cumulative positivity rate is 8.52% and the test per million stands at 48,028. 74% of the new confirmed cases are concentrated in 10 states and UTs. Maharashtra has alone contributed more than 18,000, followed by Andhra Pradesh with more than 7,000 cases. Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday chaired a high-level virtual meeting with the chief ministers and health ministers of 6 COVID high-burden states and Union Territory of Delhi. He reviewed the status and preparedness of COVID response and management. More than 63% of the active cases of the country are concentrated in these 6 states and Delhi. The states are Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Punjab. Speaking on the occasion, Prime Minister said important decisions have been taken related to SDRF fund and funds have been increased for states to tackle COVID situation. He said tracking and tracing network needs to be strengthened. Prime Minister stressed the need for more focus on testing and treating and tracking. The Prime Minister said mask plays crucial role to curb the spread of the virus. Railways have planned for 100% electrification of its broad gauge routes by 2023. This was stated by Railway Minister Piyush Goyal in a written reply in the Rajya Sabha yesterday. The minister informed that around 63% of broad gauge lines have already been electrified out of a total of 63,631 route kilometers as on 1st of April this year. He said a total of 23,765 route kilometer lines are yet to be electrified in the country. In another question, Koyal said the vacant land of railways which is not required for its immediate operational needs is utilized in the interim period for commercial development to mobilize additional financial resources. With that, we come to the end of the morning news. Have a nice day.